Hey, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, okay, it's been a while since I uploaded. Briefly before I get into the video, basically this is what happened. If you can check, the intro is like I'm in a different place. It's because I did shoot a video. So the intro, we shot the intro like differently, like alone, and then we shot the video, and this is what happened. We lost the footage, basically. Like that's basically what happened. So that is why like I've been kind of scarce. But anyway, I'm happy to be back, and I missed you guys so much. So basically today's today's video is about how I healed. Oh, I hope the noise is not too much, guys, because I'm not dressed. So anyway, today's video is about how I healed from being cheated on with a friend. How did I heal from all that? So before I get into the healing part of the healing process, I'll basically take you guys through like what really happened. So this is what happened. I had a friend, but you know those type of friends that you're not so close to. So I had this friend of mine that we didn't talk like more often. Like I would talk to her once in a while. So okay, before that there was a guy that I met at church. So there was this person that I met at church, and then he was like, hey, you are a sweet person, man. Like I would like to know you better, in terms of I would love to have a relationship with you, that type of relationship. So I was like, oh, okay. So he was like, I believe that you would make a very good wife. So I was like, all right, tell me more. So he basically went to the pastor, because I just want to be brief. So he basically went to the pastor, and the pastor asked me like, how do you feel about all this? I'm like, I'm keen. Like after some time, not on the same day, I was like, I'm keen, I would love to know him better. So we're basically on a dating or courtship type of vibe. And then as we continued, there was a friend of mine, the friend that he cheated with. So this is what happened. I was not so close to the friend, so the friend did not know about him yet. So this other time we're like, oh friend, it's been a while, man, since we talked. So I invited the friend over for lunch, or the other way around. I don't know who invited who, but basically we spent lunch together. And then she was like, hey friend, there's something that I want to tell you. And that girl, carry on. She's like, there's this guy that I met at church that is interested in me. So I'm like, okay girl, sorry. So he's like, okay. I'm like, okay girl, like tell me more, like what's up, like what's going on? She's like, this guy, she's like, this guy wants to be in a relationship with me. We met on his birthday basically, and then we started like vibing, we understand that, and then I bought him like stuff nyana just to spend the birthday together, and then we ended up kissing. So I'm like, okay girl, like I'm interested to know the guy. I'm like, okay friend. And okay, when we met, I was like, I also have something that I want to tell you. So since I knew that the relationship is like going fine, I'm not sure fine, but yeah, since the relationship was growing basically, so I was like, okay, there's actually something that I want to tell you as well. So in that middle of us telling each other, okay, she's like, she started describing the guy. I'm like, wait a minute, friend, you're saying, what is it that you're saying? And then she started telling me about this friend, and I'm like, okay, go. And then she tells the name. She's like, boom, this is the guy. I froze, okay, like everything just stood still. The time was still, the sun was not moving, like literally everything was just standing on a still, because oh girl could not take the news. But I did not want to show the friend, because I didn't want to disappoint her at the same time, in the sense that not that I was not gonna tell, but this guy is this type of guy and he did me dirty, but I just didn't want to burst her bubbles yet. So I listened to the story and I was like, oh, okay friend, I'm happy for you. She's like, tell me girl, from like I would next time or two, because I'm like, I don't want to tell her that it's this guy that you're telling me about that I'm also vibing with. So I immediately texted the guy, and I was like, nigga, we should meet up. So the guy was like, okay, well, like, that's fine. So we met, and I immediately after meeting up, I'm like, guy, this is what this chick told me. Is it true? He was like, unfortunately, it is true. I felt like the whole world is shut down. Like literally everything was just not okay. I'm like, okay, nigga, marriage, eating into kaloku. Like, are we cheating before we even tie the knot? Like eating into. So I cried. I was hurting. I cried, and like I was like not okay. And then the guy was like, yeah, unfortunately. So I was like, okay, just let me go away too. He apologized. He was like, sorry for what he did. Like, it's fine, I just want to go. I went home and I broke down, like I cried. So basically that's what literally happened. I was bruised, I was hurt, I was wounded. I felt like I'm a fool. I felt like I'm not good enough. I felt like in some type of way, basically. So this video is basically about how I healed. What really happened is not really what this video is about. It's about how I healed from being cheated on with a friend, because this guy knew that we are friends, even though the friend did not know yet that me and this guy were vibing. So basically the first step that I took, unfortunately, was to leave the relationship, because I knew that I could not heal in the same environment where I got hurt, and I had to leave. And like some people think, bana, you just leave, you just switch feelings like on and off, but unfortunately it's not easy. You take a decision deliberately so that this environment is no longer healthy for you. It's no longer healthy. It's no longer healthy to carry you, to carry your heart, to carry you, the heart, like you just have to leave. Okay guys, so I was still saying, sorry, just cut. Anyway, I was still saying, Bana, at times you have to leave environments because not because you've stopped loving the person, but because it's no longer healthy for you. As I was saying, it's toxic for you. So I had to leave, and it was not easy. It was an everyday battle. Like I was fighting. It's a process. Healing is a process, and healing, guys, is it has no formula. It's very messy. That's why I did not say how to heal from being cheated on. I'm saying how I healed, because someone else might be healing in a different way, but I'm just sharing my story. So healing is messy. We heal differently. So it was an everyday process, and I had to be patient with myself. I had to love myself enough to understand that I did not ask for all that is happening and I don't deserve it, and all that I have to do is being patient, is having, you know, be tolerant with myself. If I sleep today feeling like I'm okay, like I've healed completely, and tomorrow I feel like I'm 10 steps behind, I have to be patient with that, and I have to understand that healing is a process. I have to remind myself every day that I am worthy. I have to remind myself that I'm worth to be being loved. That's why I left the relationship. When I'm questioning myself and feel like maybe Namdi too much, I should have just forgiven the guy, I have to remind myself, no babes, you had to leave, because you are worth being respected and being loved completely without having to tag another person along with the relationship. You understand? So it was that type of process, and it was not easy. It was not easy at all. I used to pray every day, and sometimes I would not even know what to say to God, and would be like, God, Gandhi, you just brought someone in my life just to hurt me this way. But I had to understand that God had a better plan for me, and he allowed this guy Ubana and for us to be in a relationship, we would be speaking another, to be married, we would be speaking another story. So I had to being patient with myself with all those doubts. At times I feel happy, tomorrow I feel sad. It's okay, you are allowed. I said this other time on my status that it's okay not to be okay. I had to teach myself that I'm only human. I must cut myself some slack. If I feel like cracking down today and acting all strong tomorrow, it's a part of the process, and the following day feel like breaking down, it's okay. Take yourself through the process, like allowing yourself to go through the process, allowing yourself to go through your emotions, cry out, break down. Like I would do all those things, because you know the trick of cheating is that at times it makes you to doubt yourself and not understand that it's not love that hurt you, it's the person that did not know how to hurt you. So love is still love. Love is beautiful. Love is such a beautiful thing, but it's a person that did not know how to love you, and there's nothing wrong with you. You are perfect in any type of way, but this person did not know how to love wena. And kengoku, you are enough wena for the heart that's meant to love you, for the heart that's meant to be a home for you. You are like totally perfect, my angel. So I had to remind myself all those things every day, and it was not easy. It's not like I first doubt myself. I first tell myself all the nasty things that you brought all this to yourself. Maybe it's because you are dark skinned, babu light skinned. Maybe it's because you are not so slim. Had you been a thin, skinny girl, this would not have happened. So I had to remind myself that I'm okay. I must, if I'm perfect the way that I am. Not perfect isn't perfect, but I'm good the way that I am, and I do not need to change for a person that is meant to love me. A person that is meant to love me is gonna accept me the way that I am, and not to try to change anything. So that's basically my process in healing over what happened, and it was not easy. It was such a drag, but I had to be patient, guys. Like ube patient. And another thing is that at times, like, we don't want to live in relationships that are toxic for us because we are scared to be alone. So I had to teach myself that, babes, you have to leave a relationship that's toxic for you. You must not be scared to be alone. When you are loving a person and committed in a relationship, it's because you're showing a person that you want to grow with them. And when they don't respect Londole, and when they no longer like bekuvumela for you to be committed in the relationship, unfortunately you have to leave. We must not be desperate for love. Love should come naturally, and if at any time we force it, then it's not love. Love is a beautiful thing that just comes naturally. Yes, we put efforts. You show a person that you love every day, but it must not be strenuous to you, and it must not drain you. It must just come like we are and it's not like a degree. You don't have to sweat for it. So the minute I was sweating and I was stressing how to impress this guy, how to dress beautiful for this guy, how to look sexy for this guy, I knew that it was not it, and I had to step back and love myself enough to understand that I'm perfect for a person that is meant to love me. I can go with no wig and have no nails like I don't have now, but for the person that's meant to love me, babes, I am perfect. So as was it that they were part of my healing process, and I'm happy now. I'm in a very happy space, and I think one of the things that made me to be happy now in content and be complete with myself is because I allowed myself. Because Nalando Guti, I'm not gonna give him the satisfaction. He's not gonna see me cry. Babes, it's not for him, it's for you. You are crying for yourself. You are crying the pain out. You are releasing all the hurt that is inside, the pain. You are releasing it. So it's not like you're doing it for him. Forget about him. Forget about everyone. And it's not even just for like what I'm saying for a romantic relationship, just any relationship, friendship, whatever type of relationship. When you feel that it's draining you and you don't have to bottle things in just because you don't want to give a person a satisfaction of. So yeah guys, sorry man, there was something that was anyway. So I had to remind myself, and I read a lot of things, a lot of books, don't listen to a lot of people about Jay Shetty. So I listened to like a lot of people that were gonna speak sense to my life at that time. And yeah, so that's how that's why I got over being cheated on with a friend. I overcame all that. And yeah guys, like, allow yourself, man, to go through the process. And as annoying and upsetting as this may sound, but time heals. Like, time is a healer of every wound. And outdated at that time, you don't understand it, but trust me babes, it does heal. So you cry, you feel the pain until you don't feel it. Cry, get over, break down, yenza nje yonke into ufuna uyenza, and then after that you're gonna be a better version of who you were before the pain. You're gonna find la mntu innocent phakuwe, you're gonna find that. Because the problem of not allowing yourself to go through that, you end up hurting people that did not bring the pain kuwe. So but toxic, so you don't want to go through that. You don't want to hurt a person just because you couldn't get over the person that hurt you, or move on. So basically guys, this is what the video is about how I healed from being cheated on with a friend. I hope it's gonna help someone, whether or not it was not a romantic relationship, whether it's a friend or whatever. But I hope you learn something, that we have to leave environments that are toxic for us, and we have to go through the process and allow ourselves to heal and go through the emotions. Ulile if you have to, you cry, you feel, because that's how you're gonna be better off how you were before. And importantly, you remind yourself that you're beautiful. You remind yourself that you are enough for the heart that's meant to carry you. You remind yourself that you are perfect in any type of way. You don't have to fix yourself. You don't have to do anything. You are perfect as you are, because there is no other you besides you. So never forget that, and I hope this video will help someone. And I'm sorry guys, man, again for ukunqaba, but here we are now to more videos. And support guys, please support the good sis. Thank you guys for watching this to an end. Winner, you're such a sweetheart and I love you so much. Don't forget to like. That's how I'm gonna see that live video uitandile and have the courage and the motive to do another video. So give this video a thumbs up, comment down below if you've ever experienced the same trauma that I went through, and whether you are experiencing it. And girl, nigga, you're gonna be fine. Comment down below, man, with whatever nje nobuthe count me present, like J. And don't forget to subscribe, share guys, so that we can grow the family. For me to you, bye, and I'm gonna see you in my next video.